Edmonton is such an incredible place to live. We have so much here. Schools, healthcare, theater, the university, the best dog park in the world. There isn't a day that goes by that I'm not grateful to live here.
Where do you want me to meet you?
I'm Heather McPherson. I've lived my entire life in Edmonton, most of it right here in Edmonton Strathcona.
Bye.
I'm from here, and so are my parents. My dad grew up in Windsor Park, and my mom grew up in McPherson. I'm fortunate to have a close-knit family who are always supportive and encouraging.
Even as a young child, Heather was very strong-willed. I think one of the first things she used to say was, "No, it's not fair." And she's been strong all her life. In fact, sometimes maybe too strong.
She is all about family. She is a great aunt to my children and a great daughter to her parents and a great sister to my husband and a great sister-in-law to me. Nothing more we could ask for.
She has done so well, and if anything, and I really am proud that she's taken this on and so committed.
Growing up, she was the strongest of the three of us. She was the defender. She was the one that would go to the mat. She would go to bat for you.
One thing that I always find is really surprising is how much she's accomplished in her life and just how much she's seen and done, and all the stories that I hear from her from all over the place, all over the world, that are really quite amazing.
I've always been adventurous, even as a little kid. I think that spirit of adventure is what led me to work in international development. I've worked with people from around the world in all kinds of circumstances, and I've learned so much from these experiences.
I'm so happy to be here, and I'm happy to be able to bring 5 high school students from our province.
My entire professional life, over 25 years, has been dedicated to working with governments and organizations to improve people's lives while protecting our planet. Yesterday we had this fantastic day. For the last 10 years, I've been the Executive Director of the Alberta Council for Global Cooperation. I've worked with communities at the village level, I've been involved with local, provincial, and federal government, and I've presented to international leaders at the United Nations.
When I see her looking at involvement in politics, I think we are so lucky that a person of this background and this degree of integrity and this conviction that social justice matters, I think we couldn't do any better.
Heather really understands the unique and diverse community that exists in Edmonton Strathcona. She's not one to shy away from sharing her opinion, even if it's not the most popular opinion in the room. And I do think that she will fight very hard in Parliament for her constituents.
I'm always sort of constantly amazed at how much energy has and how she can bounce from area to area and aspect of her life to aspect of her life, her family and her extended family and her work and her political volunteerism and her kids, and it really is amazing to see on a daily basis how much energy she has and how much time she spends for other people.
I've been impressed by Heather the first time that I met her. She has this incredible grounding. She just feels so organized, so together. And I have witnessed this, not just in the community, not just in NDP gatherings. I've witnessed it canvassing. She can immediately establish a rapport talking to people. She's very respectful, but also clearly interested. But I've also witnessed her in Ottawa in dealing with politicians and with others who are in her area of work. And I've witnessed her in action in the United Nations. And so I have really experienced Heather, and nobody in this riding is as happy as I am that she is going to be our candidate, and she will be our representative. She is going to be fantastic for Edmonton Strathcona.
I'm running to protect your healthcare system. When I was diagnosed with cancer in 2016, I experienced firsthand how all Canadians benefit from an equal and free public health care system. I'm going to work hard to reduce income inequality in Canada. I'll fight to reduce university tuitions and eliminate interest on student loans. I'll fight to crack down on tax loopholes that let the wealthiest avoid paying their fair share. And I'll fight to protect workers' pensions. When big corporations go bankrupt, pensions should not be paid last. I'm going to make sure that a national transition to renewable energy doesn't leave Alberta behind. Climate change is a real and urgent threat, and we all need to step up to this challenge, because we're running out of time. I'm a hard worker, and there is nothing that drives me more than wanting the best for Edmonton Strathcona. We're unique here. We're progressive and thoughtful about the challenges facing Canada.
We need a voice, an alternative voice for Albertans. We need somebody speaking up for international assistance, maintaining Canada's place in the world as a peacemaker. We need somebody speaking up for, this is what Alberta is, it's a beautiful place, there are a lot of people who are very giving, and we need a voice from the West. And I'm looking forward to Heather providing a very strong voice.
I'm going to ensure that our riding remains one of the best places in the world to live, work, learn, and play. My name is Heather McPherson, and I'm running for the NDP in Edmonton Strathcona.